Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is the Tech News Update. Yes, we did miss a day yesterday, but we're back today for Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. And today in our Tech News Update, the NAND flash prices are going down fast, and according to a report, this means good news for pretty much anyone that wants to purchase a solid-state drive. It seems that prices throughout 2018 have been going down steadily, and the higher capacity SSDs and the lower price will continue towards 2019, meaning that affordable, high capacity, solid state drives are around the corner. Apple released its earnings. Of course, it was saying that its iPhone sales are strong and pretty good, and of course, iPhones account for the majority of all the money that racks into Apple. But the interesting aspect of the announcement is they did announce, but we don't have official numbers, but a 60% year-over-year increase in sales of other products, and this includes their smartwatch. The thing is, since we don't really have much numbers of how many are sold, 60% of we don't know what, we don't really know how much, but there's an increase apparently. Huawei is actually surprising us with an amazing growth in the smartphone market. It now accounts for 15.8% of market share in the smartphones. This is more than Apple, that has a 12.1% market share in the world, and showing that competition is heating up among smartphone makers. And maybe that's why, Samsung has a little more difficulty, and maybe that's why a lot of companies are having problems. Well, there's of course lack of broadband internet and fiber optics in the United States in rural areas of the US. Well, it's interesting because according to a report, Microsoft has actually given 5 grants to actually expand rural internet in some areas of the United States. So where AT&T, Verizon, and other ISPs really don't do much, Microsoft is trying to compensate somewhat. AMD and Intel, these two CPU makers, I think the competition is eating up. Now, it's a very small percentage, it's a very small market where we have the information, but I think it shows a trend. So according to a German retailer called Mind Factory, AMD's Ryzen CPUs are now selling and are reaching 50% of CPU sales. That means now the Intel AMD is 50% each. And this, of course, is an increase of growth because in January, Intel was still at 61%. So AMD's chips are really kicking the butt of Intel right now. And it's going to be interesting to see. And, it's not a bad thing at all. Well, Google finally returning to China. It will launch a Chinese search engine that will, of course, be censored and comply with government rules in China. It shows that, when you want to make money, you do whatever it takes. Facebook and Instagram now have a new feature. If you're wondering how much time you spend on these apps and these social media apps, well, each app now has tools that are available to basically let you know how much time you spend there. I think some people might be surprised. Reddit got hacked. Reddit that has a reported approximately 330 million users and is the 5th biggest website in the world, has been hacked somewhere. There was a data breach that occurred somewhere between June 14th and June 18th of 2018. It means that if you're registered on Reddit, it might include usernames, emails, salted and hashed passwords, and some user private messages. So of course the rule applies: change your password, and if you use the same password somewhere else, change it everywhere. The Nintendo Classic is actually so popular that in June numbers show that it actually outsold every console, including the PlayStation 4, and it shows just how people are nostalgic, but also that a lot of people just want to have a cheap game console and not pay hundreds of dollars for something. The 3 Ukrainian nationals have been arrested for stealing over 15 million credit card credentials. We heard last year of these businesses in the United States like Arby's and Chipotle that actually had some data breach and some hacks. Well, these 3 Ukrainians are behind this, and they've been arrested, and they actually attacked more than 100 US businesses in search in trying to steal as many credit cards as possible and selling them on the internet. Steam might be in trouble. It seems that for the first half of 2018, 12% drop in users. This is quite huge, and basically it could be due to a lot of different things. One of them is mobile gaming, but also PUBG that is like taking the world by storm, and it's very interesting to see that gaming is really in a hot competition right now. As the demand for data and more data is stressing out the need for more fiber optic cables, a research that has been done has shown that they could actually, and researchers have been able to compress the whole world's data in one optical fiber, resulting in 661 terabytes per second. So this is amazing, and this I think will show that instead of having more and more fiber optic cables, we'll simply have more and more powerful fiber optic cables and devices, and this is pretty amazing. One of the interesting stats about this also is that the consumption of our data for the internet around the world is actually consuming 8% of all the world's electrical power. Google Play has removed 145 apps from the Google Play Store. They contained, which is unusual, Windows keylogger executables. Now, there's no need to go crazy because they can't really work in Android, and I don't understand why somebody somewhere did a Windows keylogger executable within a Google Play app. But anyways, it is they've also removed this, and it causes pretty much no problem since Android cannot run Windows executables. This was the Tech News Update for Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. You enjoy our videos? Please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.